Hey, welcome back, everybody. Here we are, Season 3, Episode 5. Welcome to my weekly webcast. My name is Court Twitty. Today, we're going to talk about something that people ask me about all the time, on a daily basis, actually. They ask, how is it that I'm able to read books so fast? I will tell you, in our modern day, in 2024, listening has become the new reading for a lot of us, especially if you're in sales role or you're in your vehicle a lot for work. This is a prime time for things just get so busy with taking kids to sporting events and cheer and all the various things that so many of you can relate with. If you're a parent, just busy. There's a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of places that are competing for our time. And so to make it more efficient, instead of reading a book and flipping pages, I listen when I'm driving in my car. And I'm able to do that on about 3x speed. And I'll show you that in just a second, of what that sounds like. So I'm going to give you a little sample right now of what that sounds like. And then we'll get to how to pull it off in just a second, because you don't need to be smart. You don't need to have any hyper tools or anything like that. You just need to make a simple adjustment. And I'm going to tell you how to make those adjustments in just a second. But first, wouldn't it be nice to be able to listen to your book at the following speed I'm going to show you in just a second and still have 90+% retention? I know it may sound silly at the beginning, but just allow yourself, if you could read this fast and retain over 90% of it, wouldn't that be helpful? Okay, so that's the exact speed. It's not quite 3x, it's 2.95 speed that I'm listening to currently. So after a quick 8-second break, we'll come back and I'll show you exactly how we're going to do this. So stick around, coming right back to show you how. Okay, so there are several platforms that you can use. I use Audible, which is owned by Amazon. The reason I do that is because if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a free book download every single month. So once a month, you get a credit that allows you to download any book that's on their platform. So I just go to whatever your app store is, go to your app store and download Audible. It's an orange icon. It comes with a lot of phones now. But after you've got the little orange, it's orange, and then it's got a white, looks like pages are flipping, a little white icon. So orange and white icon. Just go to your Play Store or your App Store and put in AUDIBLE for Audible and download the orange and white one. So once you've got your Audible open, you just go to your library, choose your book, and then there's going to be a little bar toward the bottom. This little bar we're going to click on to enlarge, and it's going to bring up the larger icon of the book that you're listening to, along with the chapter that you're on and any progress that's made. So down in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little intro icon that says speed. You're just going to click on speed, and you're going to see by default it's set to 1.0. So we all have heard the statistics that it takes 3 weeks to develop a habit, 21 days to develop a new habit. It also, the same time is applied to a new skill. So what I'm going to suggest, and this is the secret sauce, every 21 days, so every 3 to 4 weeks, basically, every 21 to 30 days. All we do is, you'll see once you click on the speed option at the bottom, in the bottom left-hand corner, that if you just hit the plus sign on speed, it will take you to from 1 to 1.05. Click on it again, it will go to 1.10. So it increases or decreases in increments of 0.05. Okay, so we're going to go back to, we're going to hit the subtract button and go back, so it's at 1.05. Now, if you've been on Audible for quite a while, the 1.05 to our brain, it's barely noticeable. So you won't notice a difference, right? But every 21 to 30 days, as your mind orients itself to the new speed of the sound, speed of the words, you're just going to simply go into the speed and hit the plus sign. So the first increase, you'll go from default speed 1.0 to 1.05. Then 21 to 30 days later, you'll hit it again and you'll go to 1.10. So after a year, let's say you did it every 30 days, after a year, you'd be up to 1.6 speed. That's assuming that you just did it every 30 days, not every 21. But by going up in such little increments, 0.05, our brain doesn't notice the difference from the speed just prior. If it's still noticing a difference when that 21 days comes, then you don't want to increase it. You just want to leave it the same until it just sounds normal to you. And then once it sounds normal, then you just push yourself and you just up it 0.05 speed once a month. I do it every 21 days. And then by the time you know it, you're up to, I'm up to about the fastest that I can go, because I like to take notes when I listen to books. When I say read books, it means listen. But when I read, I like to take notes, and taking notes any higher than 3x speed is a little bit hard. But this allows me to get through one personal development, self-improvement book, at least one every single week, usually 2, sometimes 3 if I'm in the car a lot. But I hope that this helps you. If you have any questions or any of this didn't make any sense, then let me know. But I hope I've given you enough to think about so that you can become a speed reader, remember, listener, but you're accomplishing the same thing whether you turn pages or whether you listen to it. You will astound yourself. And so I encourage you to get into that mode of every 21 to 30 days, use something in your life and try to push yourself just a little bit, to go a little bit further or a little bit faster than you're used to. And over time, you'll find that you're able to keep up much better with things around you. So, but for today, we've touched on reading, and now you've got the poor man's version of how to become a speed reader. I hope that you enjoyed. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time.